Hello again, guys. We're again on a Euro USD on a 4-hour chart. This video is basically continuation on the previous one. As you can see, we already have opened another trade. We saw another good opportunity, so that's why we decided to make this video as a continuation, because basically it's the same trend. So you see, we already open a trade, we set our stop loss and take profit. We're gonna be talking about why we took this trade, and we are gonna be waiting actually to see if there is gonna be another good opportunity that we can take. But I'm gonna draw here a trend line so you guys can see. We were talking about the head and shoulders. So basically this is what you want to see now. This head and shoulder is completed on 100% after this big bearish candle break through the trend line. This is basically what we wanted to see. This is what you want to see as well, with the left shoulder, head, and the right shoulder, and then break through the trend line. Usually what you like to see is break through the trend line and then wait for a retest of the zone and then enter a trade. But we have a lot of signals in our direction, a lot of confirmation, so we're pretty confident about this trade. So that's why, guys, we played it little riskier without waiting for the retest, because maybe that's not the best advice for you, but yeah, we were too confident, so that's why we took this trade right here. You see the trend line. Basically, it's really important, guys, to learn how to draw these trend lines. It's gonna help you tremendously, in your trading, if you learn how to draw these trend lines correctly. Also, we have the moving averages. You're pretty much familiar with them, but I'll mention them again. We have the green and the yellow one. The green one is 30 period moving average, and then the yellow one, we have the 50 period moving average. They're crossed, very nice. So that's what we like to see. Also, there is another thing that caught our eye. You see those three big bearish candles. We call them black crows or black soldiers. So a lot of traders call it different, but it doesn't matter really the name. It's important to recognize this pattern. Now, also the moving averages are crossed very nice. So this is another thing that signals us that the continuation of the downtrend. Also, we have our indicator that shows the power of the trend. And that's why we opened this trade. A lot of confirmation in our favor. As I said, we're gonna be waiting for the price and see if it's gonna go down right away or it's gonna retest this trend line. But a little bit about the head and shoulders, because we were waiting about it, and now again with these three black soldiers here, this is a very powerful price action formation. It's something that, guys, a lot of people are trying to find the best indicator, or trying different strategies. If you just learn those formations and learn how to use them, this is gonna be more than enough for you to be a profitable trader and consistent, most importantly. When you see a pattern like this, formation like this is something really, really important. As you can see right here, again, we have these three black soldiers here, but you have to notice something. You see this big wick on the last bearish candle. That was something that warned us that this is not the best spot to take a trade. But even with this huge wick that was formed on this candle, the price was keep going down. And as you can see, the price was keeping down, and then it came to the point where we open our trade after another three black soldiers pattern. So when you have so many signals in your favor, that's what makes you, you know, comfortable and confident that you know, you can open a trade. Also, as I mentioned, our indicator, as you can see, it shows 25% power of the trend, which is not the best, but still it's another signal in our direction. So that's why we like what we see, and that's why we took the trade, I mean. But let's see what the price is gonna do, and see if we might open another trade. Let's wait. I'm gonna be forwarding the video, guys, because we're on a 4-hour chart. I don't want to make you wait, you know, 10 hours on this video. So let's see what the price is gonna do. Now, while we're waiting on the price, I just want to mention a few more stuff about this formation. Basically, we already said that what we like to see is break, you know, of the trend line, and then retest this trend line, and you know, then we can open another trade here. And how to set our stop loss and take profit, we already mentioned that in the previous video, I believe, but I'll say it again. Basically, we put our stop loss near the previous weeks, and then the take profit is next to the bottom, basically the previous bottom of the price. This is how, you know, you want to set your take profit and stop loss. Basically, you can do another thing. Basically, you can draw a trend line from the top of the price next to the trend line we draw, and then you can measure this distance, and that's how you can you know, set your take profit. Also, what you can do is what we like to do. Never put you know, the take profit right now, you can see it's right next to the bottom. We usually close our positions a little earlier. We don't really wait for the price to hit our take profit. And also, after we are on a profit, we like to move our stop loss on a, you know, on profit already, so we feel, you know, comfortable with our trade, and you know, we guarantee some profit. But let's see what's gonna happen with our trade. Now we're a few hours later, guys, and as you can see, the price retests this trend line right here, and that's why we open another trade. You see, this is actually a perfect example. This is a perfect example, guys, of trading head and shoulders. And as you can see here, we already actually moved our stop loss and profit, so both of our positions are secured. We're gonna lock some profit on these trades, but I wanna mention something else here. As you can see, there is another formation for right now. I mean, this candle is still not closed, but we see another 3 black soldiers. This formation, which tells us that maybe you know, there is a potential in this movement. The trend will go down maybe for a little while, so we may look for another opportunity to open another trade. But still, let's see what's gonna happen. I'm not sure if we're gonna keep those positions open for a long time. You know, I don't know if we're gonna wait for the price to hit our take profit, because we are already in a nice profit. So you know, I'm not quite sure yet, but we have another thing that is pretty, you know, nice for us. The power of the trend is getting higher. Now it's on 35%, which is a good thing. You see, both of our take profits are near the previous bottom. You see the bearish momentum is pretty strong. So at this point, we want to see what's going to happen next. You know, we don't see any exhaustion in this trend, so we keep it for right now. But what we suggest to you, what we usually do, you know, don't try to catch the whole move. By the way, guys, again, you see this there is 3 times this formation, the black soldiers. So we mentioned it earlier. You see how powerful this is. You know, if you see that on your chart, just try to learn to recognize them. It's not really hard actually, because this is pretty obvious, you know. So it's not gonna be really hard to learn, but it in one trend it happened 3 times. But I forgot. I told you I'm gonna show you how you can measure, you know, how to set your take profit. So basically, you take the trend line and you draw it from the top of the chart next to your, you know, next to the trend line you draw for the head and shoulders, and then you just draw it from the bottom of the trend line down to the, you know, down to the bottom. So basically that's how you set your you know, take profit. It's really easy, really simple. It makes sense. You guys probably have seen it in other videos, or if you've seen it in a book, you know, it's really common. Think you're gonna be able to recognize it after you do it a few times. You don't really, because when you get experience, you don't really have to do that with you know, these trend lines. You're gonna be able to catch it with your eye. So it's getting really easy. But we're gonna be done pretty shortly here. I think that after we close this trade, we are gonna move on to another pair, maybe, or stay away. And yes, we're closing our positions, guys. We are on a profit, so we're pretty happy. We had 4 or 5 already positions that were successful, so we are more than happy. We just wanna finish with a tip for you. That was a really nice movement, and there was a lot of money to be made on this one, but you guys should learn not to be greedy. I know that this is in a human nature to try and, you know, make as much money as you can, which we are all here for that. We all want to make money, don't get me wrong. But try and be happy with, even if you catch just one movement from this trend. And if it's successful, that's the most important thing. That's what you want. You know, if you get too greedy, you're gonna make a lot of mistakes. And we all been there. And you know, I know we're saying it right now here, but I've done it. Most likely, the one you're watching, you probably have done it. You just, I mean, the greed is never gonna disappear. It's always gonna be there. But you have to try to minimize this greed and try to focus on, you know, the positive and successful trades, and don't try to chase the trade, because basically when you get greedy, you chase the trade. You wait for these patterns, you wait for these confirmations to come to you, and then you enter the trade. Well, that was pretty much it from us, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this video, please give us a like. You can subscribe to our channel, and we'll be more than happy to, you know, make a lot more videos. So thank you for watching again, guys, and I'll see you in the next videos. Bye bye.